Good afternoon, everybody. Today I would like to talk about hope. And this is in connection with something that happened this morning. We know missionaries in the Ukraine, and they are from South Africa. But they chose to stay in the Ukraine, even though they were welcome to come back during the war. They decided to stay there and to help give the people hope. And they share a lot of things that happened over the past years with the war in the Ukraine and between Ukraine and Russia. And the terrible things happened. And in situations like that, it is not always easy to have hope and to keep your hope up. But they were strong and they believed that the Lord strengthened them. And there's also beautiful stories of really miracles that God did in the country and with the people, and they share it from time to time. But this morning she shared something, and it was so special to me, because she just said, think of us today, our daughter is getting married. And that is such a sign of hope. You know, even in the most hopeless situation, if you can still marry and be merry and create a new future, you know, with a new husband and just carry on with your life, that gives hope, and that is a sound of hope. And she also shared that they are so grateful that their new son-in-law, he served in the military, or he is still serving in the military, and he's in the front lines, and they are just so grateful that he's still alive and that he can be there today and that they can witness the marriage of their children. And that is so special to me. And it, you know, we are also sometimes in situations that feel hopeless. But if you just look around and if you just look at what other people are suffering, not to minimize your own suffering and say that you are not entitled to your own opinion and your own grief and sorrow and things like that. It's really not that. But sometimes if you just look around and you hear other people's stories, you realize that actually you still have such a lot to be thankful for. And hope is a very strange thing. Sometimes if people lose hope, you can see it in their eyes, you can see it in their demeanor. As a transformational coach, that is, I think, what is the most special to me. If I can see somebody at the start of our journey together, their eyes are lifeless, they just lost hope, all hope, and they think there's nothing worthwhile carrying on. And then to help them to discover themselves, that there are things in their lives that they can be hopeful for. And if you can just get that little spark of hope, things start changing dramatically and very quickly. There's a television program that I love to watch. It's called Restaurant Impossible. And sometimes Robert Irvine goes to a restaurant where the people have lost hope at all. You can see there's no hope. You can see what the place around them look like, what their restaurant look like, what the people that work for them, what they look like. And you can just see this whole, it's just a whole atmosphere of darkness and despair. And then he comes in. And he's got a wonderful way of just finding that little ray of hope. And once you find that, it's like a spider's web. You know, if you just pull one thread, the whole thing comes loose. And if he finds that one thread of that one ray of hope, things just start changing, and it changes very quickly. And it's always so wonderful to see, and to see the people, the before and the after. If you see them in the beginning, what they look like, and then afterwards, once he helped them and he gave them new hope, and they start fixing their restaurant, and things start changing. It is wonderful to see. And I also read something this morning in 2 Kings 6 about Elijah and the king of Israel that sent troops and a whole army against Elijah. And the servant, the next morning, all this whole army came upon them and surrounded them during the night. And in the morning, when they got up, the servant went outside and he saw this whole army and he was terrified. And he went to Elijah and he said, what are we going to do? This is terrible. It's a hopeless situation. And then Elijah prayed and he asked God to open the servant's eyes. And then the servant saw that those that are with Elijah and around Elijah is a much greater army. It's an army of fire. And they are much greater and much more than the army, the physical army that was trying to take them in. And sometimes we just need that. We just need to ask God to open our eyes, because he's always there. He always wants to give us hope. The angels, God gives his angels charge over us, we read in the Bible. But God will not force himself and his angels upon us. We need to ask God's help. And if we ask God's help, this whole army of angels are there to support us and to help us and to strengthen us. So today, if you find yourself in a situation where you have lost hope, I want to urge you, look around. Even if you just go and walk in nature and go and take a flower and look at the beauty of that and just find that ray of hope and come back home and just with that new sense of awe and beauty, just start living your life again and just know God is with you and he will never leave you and he will never forsake you. So have a great day further, and I hope this, just spare a thought for these people in the Ukraine who are getting married today, and it's just such a beautiful, heartwarming story. Have a wonderful day. I'm Deline Flynn, and I hope to speak to you again soon. Have a blessed day.